Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Tom Stewart here, Smart Business Moves. Got Liz. Hello, Liz.
Hi, y'all. Hey, Leslie.
And our guest today is Candice Rodriguez. Candice, how are you today?
Doing good, thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. You guys have seen Chad and Diana Henley. They've been on Smart Business Moves before. I think Diana actually did on the spot with us a couple of weeks ago. Well, you've heard about Natural Care Cleaning Service in Houston and how they run their business. And I think that Chad and Diana were on and were telling us how it's like a family-run business. They have family members. Well, welcome to Candice here. I want you to meet Candice. Candice is actually the person that keeps the trains running. She's the person who actually manages the cleaning business. And we're excited to have you. And one of the things that she is particularly, I mean, she's gifted in a lot of different areas. But, I mean, she's one of the best that we've seen on the social media side in terms of making Facebook a productive revenue generating thing in her business. And she's going to be telling us how we can do that in our businesses today too. And I am looking forward to that.
Hey, Denise. All right. I'm foggy again today, huh?
You're what?
I'm foggy. Like, I've been so nice and crisp, but today I'm back to foggy, right?
It's Monday. It's Monday.
Yeah, that's actually kind of how I feel today. So that's apropos.
But before we get going, Liz, you want to walk us through what we got going on the rest of the week here?
Sure. Well, you guys see on the schedule here that we have Candice supposedly doing successful networking strategies. The reason for that is, Candice did a presentation for a group I'm in one time about her networking strategies and how successful they are. And everybody in the group was just blown away. I was like, what? But when I was talking to her, she was saying how, she has had to come up with a whole new set of skills and new strategies because of COVID, meeting online and all that stuff. So right now she's like, I'm not rocking it the way I was before, not to that degree. So I'd rather be hitting the Facebook thing until she gets it completely wired back in again, or we go back to the other type of networking. So we're going to have Candice back on to do the networking strategies, because there's no way I'm sure, Candice, that if you were to even give us your Zoom strategies, that they're probably far better than everybody else's, because you're kind of crazy like that. But we'll go with you, and we'll let you do more Facebook, because that's super valuable. Everybody needs that too. But I definitely want you back for networking, because the stuff that you were sharing was like, wow, we did not even think of any of that stuff. It was just amazing.
Did you say, Liz, did you say zoo strategies?
Zoom.
Oh. Reason I'm thinking zoo is, I'm sorry, I pulled up their webpage and I can't take my eyes off of that cat.
Oh, he's so cute.
And he's stuck in a tree. And so if you see me kind of like daydreaming and not paying attention, looking off over here, I'm watching the cat. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
We'll know now. Thanks, Tom. I know you're more a dog person than a cat person, so that speaks to how adorable that little kitten is too. Hey, Marlo. Oh, okay, let's see. Candice Ross, ask her how many bookings she got from her $99 packages. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to hear about all this. Yeah, you're gonna love this. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna have Sandy Bolo on, and she's gonna talk about building a lifestyle cleaning business. Now, Sandy's business is a smaller business, and it is a smaller business by design. She has employees, she does residential and commercial cleaning, but she is going to talk to us about the struggles of having a small business. She doesn't, hey, Molly. She does not want to have a huge business. She's so cute. She does not want to have a huge business. And so she's going to talk to us about some of the problems, challenges, opportunities that come from having a small business. Hey, Debbie. So I'm looking forward to having Sandy on tomorrow. And then on Wednesday, I have not even told Tom this yet, but Sharon is not going to be able to be with us on the show on Wednesday. So we are going to have another guest. We always have a long list of people that are happy to be on the show and help us out. So we'll announce that for you guys tomorrow. You know what that is.
But what I'm really looking forward to is a hint for our guest on Thursday.
I'm so glad, Tom, because I know you said you would do it on today. So go ahead. Now's a great time for that. What was that hint?
You're much better at hints than I am. I'm lousy at hints.
But Tom, you said you were going to do it on Monday.
I'm good at ironing. There's a list of things that believe it or not, I'm just not that good at. And hence I'm horrible. I've messed this up. I don't want to do that.
It is true, Tom. I mean, I'll agree with you that your hints are not great, but because I have natural business coaching, that's part of what I do. Don't worry. It'll be okay. Let me give you some reassurance that we will work with your clue, whatever it is. And you guys, am I right? We are going to build Tom up and help him have even better clue giving behavior, Tom. Don't worry.
My hint today and for our secret guest on Thursday is that Liz is more qualified than I am to give us some guidance and direction there. That's my hint.
Okay. It's okay. So apparently you guys, yeah, I know, Denise. I'm sorry, Leslie. Everybody's encouraging you, Tom. You can't do it. Not even for the membership.
We need it from the pro, Liz. Go ahead, give it to us.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay, you guys. I'll work with him a little bit, and we'll make sure that you get that. If he just simply can't do it by the end of the show, then I will give the clue. But Tom, I'm going to be encouraging you throughout the show because really, you're better than this, Tom. You can do it. I have seen you take on much larger challenges than a clue. Yeah, and you rock everything. So you guys keep disappointing. I know. Leslie's disappointed, Tom. It's okay. Leslie, let's just build him up throughout the show today, you guys. Let's just keep reminding Tom that we know he can do it. But we got you, Tom. We got you. Don't worry. It's okay. So let's move on, and let's move on with Candice right now. And if you can't do it by the end of the show, Tom, don't worry. I got your back. Okay?
I'm working on it.
Okay. See, no need to be disappointed, you guys. He'll do it. He'll make something happen. If I have to text you a clue in the background, Tom, I will. Shh.
Hook me up. Hook me up. So Candice, I guess you've kind of grown up around the business, huh?
Yep, over 11 years.
Before we get too much into it, I mean, you guys are in Houston. Did you guys had some lousy weather last week? Did anybody get affected by that?
We actually went pretty east, and so luckily, I think scattered rains, but everything was, Beaumont out, so we didn't get hit too hard this time. So we got lucky. Just scattered rains and lots of extra batteries now.
Well, yeah, I know that. Well, good. Thank goodness for that, because you guys have certainly had more than your fair share of natural disasters over the last few years.
Yes, yeah.
So, I know that you guys do a lot. I mean, I'll show the website here. I mean, the cat's still rocking.
Show your name, Candice. Get it up there if you can. Sarah's asking the name of your cleaning company. Can you get that up there? No?
Natural Care Cleaning Service.
Yeah, and it looks like Tom's going to pull up the website, which was great too, because you guys got some very, very, very cute pictures. Those cute cars. One of the things that you guys do really well, I think, is you make everything look real. Like it's real people. It's real. It's very family. It is not what you would think of as a staid company, or I'm not going to say it's not professional, but it doesn't come off as like this uber professional that you can't talk to the people. It looks like a professional cleaning company, but definitely the people look relatable. And
Yeah,
it
that's
looks like
actually
you're going to be
that's
able
my
to talk.
sister-in-law right there. That purple hair, that's my sister-in-law.
Oh, is it really? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool. Okay, well, all right. So you know them, right, Sarah? I'm pretty sure you do. Diana and Chad Henley. I'm pretty sure you do in Houston. I can't imagine that you don't know everybody else. So Candice, what did you want to talk to us about Facebook? Like, tell us a little bit about what you do and how it works and why we should do it.
So I kind of fell into just doing the Facebook hosting for other people. Of course, I started out doing with our company for natural care, and I started posting. And one thing that I started doing was, I would go to some people's pages and look, and they would share these recipes, and then I'd click on it, and then three sentences later, I was like, I can't do this. That's too much. I no time, or I was getting discouraged. They would post something, and it was just too much salesy. And you just knew it was just a computer behind, somebody just pushing out sales quotes and stuff. And I really wanted our clients to know, or whoever went to our page to know, like, we're real people. I post me holding my cats, my kids, bloopers, we're actually real people behind the screen. So when I originally started posting, I wanted to be realistic. What can I do with my time? What recipes can I do? What cleaning hacks can I do? What can I do? Because a lot of times I'll click to something, save it, and I'm going to do it later, and it's just too overwhelming. So I try to make sure that my personality is coming out on our Facebook. I'm personal. I talk about not just cleaning. I don't just do strictly sales, but sometimes I talk about, recently I brought up how hard it is being a mom and having multiple kids, and sometimes what that support of getting my home clean does for me on this angle, and it's not just the sales aspect of it, but I want people to know, like, yes, I am at home and we're in the middle of, quarantine, and I can get it done, but what the extra support does for me and help. So I try to make sure that I'm real, and I
oh my gosh, you're so good at being real.
Yeah,
really, you are.
One of the most important things to me is I want people to feel like I'm not just pushing sales on you. I really am. I'll post videos of me trying the same recipe I'm giving out, and I tried this Vietnamese coffee and did it and posted. I hope you can do it better than mine, because mine was not good. Figure it out. And I post.
I have an example too, Candice. So you are so real. My daughter, who also lives in Texas, but not in your market at all, right? How far away is Shara from you? She lives in Flower Mound.
She's in Dallas.
5 hours.
Dallas? Okay, 5 hours, right? But why would she want to be friends with a cleaning company that is 5 hours away? But she loves Candice. She's like, I know I can't get my house cleaned by her, but I love her. I just love her. So she actually goes to your Facebook page to watch you, even though she's never going to get cleaned by you. But she also shares with people in your area, right? You just never know. So you really are good at engaging people and making people feel like, oh my gosh, she's fun, she's entertaining, she's, you're all that in a bag of chips, as they used to say in my day.
Yeah. And I want people to know that, like a couple of weeks ago, I posted what my living room looked like. This was 2 hours after I cleaned it. This is why I need help. This is why the support of getting the house clean means so much. And so I make sure to do realistic things. I don't just go on and post sales things. And because we are in the cleaning industry, of course, I'm not giving tips on how to clean your living room or how to deep clean. I leave out the stuff that I know my company does, because I still do want them to hire us, but I'll do tips on, how to clean your know how to get the rust off your ironing board, or, you know, little tips that necessarily cleaning services aren't doing. They're not making wool balls for your dryer, or, you know, cleaning out the cars and stuff. So I do those types of tips, other household tips that can help, but are real. So they're not going to be 15 ingredients later and, you know, you have to go out and buy all this stuff. You know, I try to make it as realistic as possible and let them know that I'm doing it with them.
I remember when you hooked us all up with coconut oil for our teeth and our hair, and long before anybody else even had a clue what any of that was. And probably 6 months after that, I started seeing it everywhere. I'm like, yeah, we've been doing that for months. Candice hooked us up.
Coconut oil. What does coconut oil do?
It's called oil pulling. So you get a swish of coconut oil and you swish it in your mouth and you say the ABCs twice and then you spit it out. It helps get all that detox and bacteria, makes your teeth feel really clean. It's really healthy for you. I'll post something on your page about it.
Okay.
It gets it out of your gums. It's all the glue out of your gums. And
yeah.
And there's tons of stuff for it. I mean, after she posted that, I started seeing coconut oil everywhere. Like everybody was having some version of how coconut oil is the next great thing. So yeah. Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
So every month I go through and I look and see what's going on. You know, of course, there's all kinds of national, every holiday, everything you can think about, what's in season, what's the holidays coming up. So I follow along with the trends that are going on. So, you know, I'm not posting, you know, right now it's still summer for me, so I'm not posting fall stuff yet, but I keep up with the trends about what's going on. And so I do a lot of research, a lot of, you know, I go on and I try to find as much as material, and I try not to repeat myself as much as possible. If it's something that was super great and trendy, I may repeat it, but I try to make sure that I'm always going for something different, something new, you know, something exciting. I do, you know, I have my calendar, and so I rotate what I'm doing from, you know, because I want to get engagement. So I ask questions. I do, you know, which is your favorite porch style for fall, and I'm getting people to engage on your page, or support, you know, by sharing, commenting, adding friends to your pages, anything like that to help support, you know, the page and growth and everything like that.
Yeah, you really do a great job of it. I have seen you sort of repeat ideas too. I mean, for the people that don't know, Candice actually does my Facebook posting for me. I mean, she'll do it for you too, obviously, but she does it for me. And I mean, every once in a while I'll see you do posts that are maybe similar, but I have never really seen you repeat a post. And even the ones that are kind of similar, you kind of do them like together in like almost like a series. Like around Halloween, we'll get like some Halloween snacky foods, or when school was starting, it was like good snacks for the kids. And I feel like you do that, but do you really actually repeat posts? I've never even seen that.
Not to an extent. If I have something that's great, you know, like, because I always go back and look at I go and look at last September. Like today I was looking at last September, and I look at all the engagement on everything, and I see, you know, if I have something that has great, like shares are great, I may repeat something every blue moon, but for the most part, not really. I try to create stuff, you know, that's different each time, because I don't want people to go back and be like, oh, they're just sharing, you know, the same content over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, it's happening so seldom that I really had no clue you even did that. Not at all. So yeah, you are doing a really good job of doing that very, very seldom. So I didn't know you do Leslie's too.
Yes.
Yeah, she was like, oh, she might as well. Yeah, you really do a great job. So how do you pick your topics, Candice? And like, you know, do you have like a strategy, or is there a why behind the ones that you pick?
For the most part, yes. I plan my week out 1 week at a time, because, you know, things can change, weather can happen, or, you know, whatever, things can change. I base it along what's going on for the events. I don't post anything as far as like politics or religion or anything like that. I want to keep everything. I always tell people that are asking, like new clients that are wanting me to post for them and stuff. I always tell them, if you can fight about it, I'm probably not going to post about it, because I try to keep it, pretty upbeat for everything. And so I pre-plan my week, and I try to keep everything consistent for the day. So like if it's National Pet Day, then my postings that day are going to be around pets and healthy dog treats or cat treats or something. So I kind of base it off like that. I rotate between sales, so I do my sales a little bit different too. I don't just push out like, buy now for, $200 plus tax. I try to do subtle posts as well. So a lot of funny memes like, don't you wish, your cleaners came today, or, some hidden messages behind him and stuff. So I do a lot of rotating between those, asking questions, which would you prefer, a year chef or a cleaning service, and stuff like that, to kind of get the point out. But I pre-plan a week at a time, and I switch it up every day. So if I do one day with tips, I make sure the next day to do something different, because I want you to come back. I don't want you just to visit the page once. I want every day to be something different. So it gives you want to come back and visit.
Yeah. I really like that too. It makes it feel like, it makes it feel like it's fresh and new, is what I was going to say. And I like that when I'm going to other people, when I'm going to other sites. Right? I don't go to other people's cleaning sites, but when I go to other sites and I'm looking to who I'm going to save and keep and follow, I don't want it to be the same thing over and over again. I'm like, I'll be bored silly in no time.
Yeah, so that's why I do that too. Yeah.
Yeah. You do a really great job at that too. So your mom was talking about on here about like your $99 posts. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that, and like success that you had with some of those and how those work?
So I was trying to find something for days that we needed to fill, or, flash sales and stuff like that. And I was trying to create something that we would still make money off of it, but also fill the schedule for the techs. And I didn't like doing the flash sales so much, because I didn't want people just to book for, they're waiting just for the flash sales. And some people like me, commitment is a thing. Like whenever people talk about signing up for commitment, I'm like, it's hard for me, like I couldn't be on biweekly service, because I don't know what one Tuesday is going to look like compared to the next, because my kids, I don't know what they're going to do with Oreos and stuff. So it's harder for me. So I created a package deal, and the base is a $99 package deal. And you get 4 areas cleaned. So a kitchen, living room, master bedroom, master bathroom. And of course you can customize it and add on another. But it's super great for when I need to fill, like if the schedule, instead of going flash sale, I just push that out, make it a week long. And I will almost always get 10 to 14 every time I do an email with it in a week period of people doing the package. So they don't want to do the full house. Maybe money is an issue, or scheduling is an issue, or anything like that. But hey, it is nice to have 4 rooms cleaned, to help them out.
So why do you think, is that the thing that you think makes it so successful, is because they see it as just helping them out, or like what's the catch? Why is it working so well?
I think that it's a combination of, because the thing about it is, we'll have some people that just book the $99, and we'll have, if I do 5 of them, maybe 2 of them are just the $99. But we typically always have people add on rooms, because it's just a kitchen, living room, a master bedroom, a master bathroom. I think what it is that it's an easy, quick, cheap, 4 rooms to kind of help out. So it's easy and quick, and it's just, it is what it is. It's 4 rooms, $99. They can get it done real quick. I do have a lot of people will add on. We do $15 for dry rooms, $20 for wet rooms, and they can add on anything. We discount for refrigerators, inside ovens. So we get a lot of people who build the packages from that. I just think it's just quick and easy to get a little extra help that,
And you know what? Now that I think about it, that $99, that does sound just so dang cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have somebody clean your kitchen and a bathroom. Yeah.
And I kind of like. Oh, go ahead, Tom. Sorry.
Well, they can pick any 4 rooms they want.
No, so it's kitchen, living room, 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom.
Got you. Okay. I'm sorry, I missed that. Have you ever had any bad outcomes where you just showed up and it wouldn't work for $99? It was just too bad.
It's marked on there because it's an email we send out, and it's on there twice that it's based off, how many man hours, and so any additional time they would have to add on. Not too horrible, it hasn't been too horrible where we've had like double the amount of time or anything, but most of the time it's 45 minutes here and the clients are understandable. But I make sure it's clear, like this only gives you this amount, and it says on there kitchen, bathrooms, this is the amount you get for that area. Any additional will cost more. But I also do mention on there that I will leave it at the discounted rate, not our normal rate. So they're still getting a deal if more time is needed.
Oh, okay.
That's fair.
Okay. Yeah, that I like that. Denise wants to know, Candice, if there's an hourly limit. Do you set like a time frame for it?
Yes. So we do our deep clean rate, and so we do like an hour for the kitchen, an hour for the bathroom. So we do it at the worst case scenario. So it's under 3 man hours, and it's listed on there as well. So we make it very clear that this is what the package is. The square footage, we don't have to. We've had a few larger square footage. Most are going to be under 3,000. We've had a few clients call about the square footage, and we just kind of adjust as is. We don't have too many homes that are over 3,000 that really get the package deal. So it hasn't really impacted us too much with the square footage limit.
Okay, cool. So one of the things that I like about this too is anybody that knows me knows that I really like to do the things that nobody else is willing to do. So I know that you can make a lot of impact by doing that, and people remember who you are. And it's one of the strategies that a lot of successful people say you should use. Do the things that nobody else is willing to do. That's a great strategy. So I love that you guys are like, let's just go for it. Let's just do it. There are a lot of people too. Oh gosh, who was I thinking of off the top of my head? Rohan, I never can quite understand. I should go with that A. Gilks, he is a very successful entrepreneur. And one of his things that he talks about a lot is, just stop worrying about what can go wrong. Just do it. Because as long as if you're making money, then you're making money. Yeah, might not be making all the money all the time, but as long as you're making money the vast majority of the time and you're never losing money, or if you lose money, but overall on one job, but overall you're making money, that's still a win. Yeah. It's kind of like what, go ahead, Tom.
No, but you can hear what, when I ask Candice about, things that could, go sideways.
Yeah.
It was a good idea to try to anticipate things that might go wrong. If you can address that before they do, life's a whole lot better.
Well, and you got to ask her too, because if you hadn't asked, you might not know that she said, how many times did she say to us, I make it very clear that there's a cap on there. If you hadn't asked that, you might not know that there's a cap. So absolutely you gotta be willing to try the stuff, but you gotta make sure that you're doing it the smartest way possible too, because you don't want to throw the thing out there and you don't want to do like, what were those things that were so popular? And I think they're still popular in some areas, but we don't have them in our industry so much. Groupon.
There's 3 caveats to the thing where you don't want to just don't worry about things that could go wrong, just do it. And this is what I tell my group, my team. Nobody goes to jail, nobody gets hurt, and the business is going to be here tomorrow. So
that's pretty generous. That is definitely generous. Yeah.
So as long as you can be fairly sure that those three things, that those three rules can be met, then let's give it a try.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. I know that a lot of times you say also, and I have taken on this verbiage. I love this. You say if it's reversible or not. Is this a reversible decision?
Yeah.
If it's not a reversible decision, you need to think a little bit harder before you do the thing. But if it is a reversible decision, then we have a lot more leeway there. Ever since I heard you say that years ago, I'm like, oh, that's so golden. Yes, it's just an easy way to move forward. Let's see. Can't see what Leslie's saying. Oh, probably she couldn't do that either, but she could do 4 hours for $150. Yay!
So
Whatever's gonna work.
It's not full. It's not 4 hours up front. It's up to. So, like some kitchens are going to take you in between 30 to 45 minutes. So we give a little leeway just in case if it is bad. And so my wet rooms, my dry rooms are 30 minutes. So it's not 4 hours for the whole package. Dry rooms are 30 minutes, but we do allow any wiggle room if there's any, overly areas that need more attention.
And I'm guessing that you're not telling them they're getting a deep clean. You're telling them that you're going to give them sort of a routine or recurring clean, yeah? Or do you do a deep clean?
No, it is a deep clean package. So it does say on there you're getting a deep clean for these areas. And it does say on there, kitchen up to 1 hour, bathroom up to 1 hour. So it is on there listed. So they do know. We've had some people that kind of, we have to discuss the time and just make sure they understand because we're in teams of 2. So sometimes the time they may think, oh, well, I have this much time, but they don't understand that there's 2 people. But we haven't, I've been doing it for, quite some time now. And it's always a huge, I think probably maybe 6, I'll have to ask Diana, maybe 6, 7 months now we've been kind of doing it. No, I guess right since January is when I started doing it. And I have almost 45 bookings on there of people that have done it. And I only use it as a tool. So if we don't have a light schedule or if it's not near a holiday or, or anything like that, I don't push it out. But I usually only do 1 email per time. I think one time I did do 2 emails, but usually it's just 1 email and I did it about a week and a half ago and we had 9 bookings and then 3, I added pest control recently and 3 pest controls.
Oh yeah, look, Diana is talking about the pest controls right now that worked really well for that too. That's awesome. So are you saying that you post it on Facebook and then you also follow it up with an email?
Yeah. So on Facebook, you can do it in 2 different ways. You can just do a organic posting or you can go on and post an offer. If you post an offer, it's going to look similar to like what the Groupon is. And then you attach, we use Jotform. So I just attach the link on there and then people could go to the link and kind of fill it out. It is going to be similar to booking online, except it's less, I'm trying to make it quick and easy. So it's just 1 page, quick and eeasy. Pick it, it's just a calendar, pick your date, boom, you go. And so it's easy. You can do it on your phone and, you could share it and it's cheaper.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, well, have you found, I love all these ideas. I'm always like, yeah, me too. I love that. How much do you think your graphics play a part? Because I feel like you have really good graphics when you're creating those things. I know for us, you always give us so many options. You're like, here's my 8 different options. What do you guys think? Anybody want one of these? So I don't know. I think that's good.
Yeah, I do like color and glitter. I do like, I think my personality fits better when it's glittery. So, and everything I do is the same. I try to do exactly what it is. And my cleaning staff has gotten used to it now because now I'll be like, hey, you're taking pictures tomorrow, by the way, dress cute and match. And they just know. They actually like it now. I know which crews I can count on. I'll be like, jump up and down. We got to do a boomerang real quick. And so, and I do have some people that I do their postings that will send me pictures of their office staff or cleaning techs, and I'm able to post that as well and share, and it kind of personalizes it more. They're posting pictures of their employees and stuff. So it does make a big part if it's, cute. And I also do what's themed around. So when I did it a couple of weeks ago, it was National Dog Day. So I made sure that our posting had a little cute, smart dog on it, with his hat on and everything, because it's National Dog Day, and I wanted people to see that we love dogs too.
Yeah. Yeah. There are just so many things that I feel like you do well when it comes to social media. Tell me, are there any things that you've tried that you're like, wow, that didn't work. That was a bomb.
Yes.
What shouldn't we do? Because I have a feeling that if I'm trying to, actually, I know this. If I'm trying to do something myself, I'm going to do all those bombing. It's going to be my default.
Yeah, I've learned, I post for several different people, and it's not just about the postings. I have to learn their audience. And sometimes their audience is, depending on what city they're in and, everything, their audience is going to be different. So I have to kind of adapt to that. So I know that I've one time I posted something and I thought it was the cutest thing, and 20 pages thought it was cute, but this one page I got hounded on. It was one of those sparkler things. They're like, oh, if you have a kid, just put a Solo cup and put a little sparkler so it doesn't spark off on them. And it was such a great post all over this one page. People were like, what? Why would you do that? It's a plastic cup on a kid. And I was like, oh, no. I'm like, no, please, sorry. But, I just have to learn the audience and use, each posting that you do, you can go back and check your engagement and, not necessarily the clicks, but how many people viewed it. And so I always go back and look at my clicks and views and see what kind of works and what doesn't. I know that a lot of people, like their pages, they don't want a bunch of food recipes. People want uplifting. And if I know that if a lot's going on in society that week, I'm going to post more uplifting and funny and kind of lighten the mood, because that's it. People get exhausted.
Yeah. I really do appreciate that, Candice. I do feel like our page is one of the pages that make people feel like, oh, thank goodness, please, not another one of those posts. Sometimes people's feed can just be exhausting. You hear people talk about, I need a break from Facebook, because there's just so much on there. But I never felt that way about anything that you have ever posted. I've always felt like, that's nice. And I am a little bit Pollyanna, but I really do. I love that.
Yeah, it's I don't want people to go to your page and be exhausted, and I don't want them to be I want things to be funny, where they're like, oh, they'll remember you because in the midst of chaos, they laughed at a post you did, or, things like that.
Even if it's just a quick, oh, that's cute. That's good. I think that is, I mean, obviously, I don't know. I'm not a social media guru by any means, but I got you. You are.
Candice, is there a recipe? I mean, is there anything that you've noticed, having done this for a while and had a lot of success in it, that if you want to have a post that a lot of people are going to click on, I mean, are kittens the secret, or unicorns, rainbows? I mean, what, I'm sitting here thinking I want to come up with a post to get a lot of people to click on it. What is there a recipe that I could follow?
I know that when you're posting your sales pitch or your advertisement postings, don't just do book now, do this. When you're funnier, or when it's more creative and has laughter behind it, it's more relaxed, it gets more attention, because it's not just buy this cleaning, but you're funny. They want to click on you. So I've always noticed that my postings, when I'm trying to sell, if they have humor behind them and they're giggling and laughing, I get better reactions with them than the postings where I say book now a cleaning service.
Yeah, for sure.
So the more humor you can put into your posts, the better.
Yes. Yeah.
What about times? I'm sorry, Tom. Go ahead. You had a follow-up question for that humor?
Well, yeah, I mean, I know, for instance, you mentioned that you tell your people in your organization, like tomorrow's picture day, make sure that, you come ready for that. Do you take those pictures and then try to make funny stuff out of them? I mean, is that the idea?
I do. I actually use them for my advertisement. So if you go to my Facebook page and you look at like our cover page, or I have natural care cleaning and pest control. I use them as part of my advertisement. So sometimes it's like a couple Fridays ago, I had two of my girls get their lawn dusters and had a sword fight in the parking lot. So I made sure our cars were behind and they were sword fighting. And I made a comment, for Monday, getting ready to slay Monday, who wants to get a clean, on service and stuff. So I do things like that. So they do know that, and they actually like it too. They will screenshot it. We're in a group, and so they screenshot it and share it with each other, or I'll post it on there after I edit it and change the background. So they like being involved. Now, I will tell you, it took some time. It took time and kind of building, and I show them, and look what I did. You're in it, and you have to make sure that they like the picture. If they don't like the picture, or if they don't think they look good, I Photoshop everything, and they'll know. They'll come to me and be like, "Can you add, better eyebrows, or can you put mascara on me?" And they know I take the time to do it. So if they like the picture, then they're gonna, it makes them proud. So I always show my girls. I'm like, "Look how good you look. You're the star of natural care now." When I started doing that, now I have no problem. I'll get 10 people that are lined up ready for me to take pictures because I made it such a regular thing.
Awesome.
Wow. What about the men? I know you guys have a lot of men in your company too, Candice. Any trouble having the men on there?
Yeah, I compared to last year, where I used to struggle, it was kind of like, oh, we have to take pictures again. Now it's just like, hey, here's new pictures, and they like it, and I get them involved. And so like, I don't know if y'all noticed about me, I'm pretty funny, and so they'll know I'm funny. I'm like, okay guys, laugh, something's hilarious, Candice is funny, let's laugh. And so I make it kind of that corny, awkward, and so they're laughing, and I have a spotlight and a back screen and stuff, so I just make it fun, and I show it, and I Photoshop them, make sure they know they look good, I tell them they look good, and so everybody just knows that I post pictures now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I feel like even I know that. Gosh, yeah. I'm thinking I need to take more pictures though, but you're so good at it. My pictures don't look good like yours do.
You need to find a technician that likes to do it. Okay. And have everything and say, you're in charge, make it happen. And then, so one of my trainers, Angeli, she's like the star of pictures. Like, she loves to be the star of natural care. And so she shares it on her page, everything. She tells her mom, hey, can you send me those pictures and everything? So I'll tell her, hey, you see a good picture, send it to me. I also do contests within the employees, because sometimes I just need pictures of my cars out, and so what I'll do is create a contest, and I will make my contests so I have content. So we recently did one about I needed some leadership, I needed team building, I was trying to think of ways to get involved. And so I did, take a picture with a team you usually don't. Take a picture doing a human pyramid. And so I had all these people outside trying to do a human pyramid. And so I just create, Whataburger recently, not recently, I guess a few months back, sold to a different company. And so I was like, I need a picture with our car by Whataburger. Best one gets some made bucks. Go do it. And so I do a lot of stuff like that just to get pictures. And I'll like, Halloween's coming up. We always do a Halloween one. And so I use those pictures. I always tell them somebody has to be in the picture. Uniform has to show. Go take pictures by skeletons. And I utilize those pictures too.
So you're getting double duty out of that then. So you're hitting the clients, but you're also engaging for the employees. Mm-hmm. Wow, that's awesome. I love that.
How many people did you get in your pyramid?
We had almost 5 people, but you could tell in the picture they're all kind of leaning. And then we had one where it was 2 and then 1, but they actually lifted her up on her hands, so they weren't even on the knees; they were holding her up by her hands.
Okay, good. I'm glad that nobody got hurt.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like, that's your insurance company.
That's awesome. Candice, I wanted to know if there is a best time to post. That's one of the things that you hear a lot. Like, how often should you post? Like, what time of day? Are weekends good or not good? I mean, what do you got for us around there? Like, tell me about posting.
So I try to consider what your schedule's like. So I do 3 postings a day. And the reason why I do them is because as you post and other people post, your post goes down. So if you post too early and then people start posting, your post will continue to go down the list. So I typically do a morning one, and I try to think about what are you doing in the morning. So are you just at your office? Because how it kind of works for you. So I'll do a morning post. I do a mid-lunch post because I assume by that time you've already ordered your food, you're sitting, then you kind of glance at your phone. And then I will do an evening post. Now, my evening post, I never do at dinner time because, in between 5:30 to 6:30, 7, people are usually eating dinner. I either do it before dinner or after dinner. I don't do it too late in the evening because I would say probably 8:30 is probably the latest, I'll kind of do it in the evening because people are going to bed and, stuff like that. So I try to do it when I know that people are going to be sitting and relaxed. And I pretty much always do 3 a day, unless I know I have something coming up important for the following day. Sometimes something will come up like a holiday or something that I know I have multiple posts, and then I will do 4 that day and kind of balance it. Now, weekends I shift. So weekends, I assume you don't wake up at 6:30 in the morning, that you may sleep in a little bit. So I'll do a little bit later in the morning, a little bit later in the afternoon, and a little bit, my weekend posts are usually after 7 because you're going to sit on the couch and relax and stuff like that. So you're scrolling through.
Okay, so when you said morning earlier during the week, I was thinking 9, but you're thinking 6:30 maybe, 6:30.
I do my first posting. It depends on the day of the week. Typically, it's going to be at 8:30 because usually your Mondays, your Tuesdays, and your Fridays, those are more perkier days. So I'll do them around 8:30, and then I do my other posts at 9:30. So at 9:30, unless it falls on a holiday, then I'll go back into a little bit later where you're sleeping in. But yeah, so I do that morning when you're sitting at your desk and you've already started and you want to take a break from the morning and you go scroll through Facebook real quick. That's when I kind of do it.
All right. So the ones on the weekend, if you normally post at 8:30, but the ones on the weekend you do later, what time do you do those?
It depends on the weekend. Usually in between 10 to 10:30 at the latest. I do it then.
Okay. And oh gosh, I had another question around this too. Oh, the other thing is, I know you schedule them, right? You don't like post one here, one there. Are you using Hootsuite? Are you using somebody else? Who are you using to post to schedule?
I use Hootsuite, yes.
You use Hootsuite to do them? Okay. So you guys, you're getting a ton of great advice today on how Patricia's like, what? 3 a day every day? But yeah, you do 3 a day every day, right, Candice?
Yeah.
And, Dana's asking a question here, which I think is good because a 3 a day makes sense. That's awesome. But not all of us are wired in a way to do 3 a day or 2 a day or even 1 a day, or in some cases 1 a week. So are you offering your services, Candice? If people would rather somebody else handle this for them, how might that work?
I do. I will. I do host Facebook, and I do all social media. I do, Facebook, Instagram, stuff like that. So all social media platforms. But I only do 1 cleaning service per city. So if somebody else, I don't want to book 2 people that are, going to be posting the same stuff. So 1 per city.
Thank you. I appreciate that too. So, I'm grandfathered in. Nobody can steal my city. Yeah. Denise, post your city, and we'll see if she has an opening in your city. So you don't believe that using third party will bring down engagement? No problem there. Are you having any trouble with that?
Well, I don't do I do day to day. So like today, I pre-posted all of my stuff for Monday. Then on Tuesday, I pre-post everything. The only ones I pre-post all of my stuff is if I'm going to be out of town or something, I'll pre-post my weekend. And then, I'll post in the group, I'm out of town this weekend. So sometimes my service is, so I only do it day by day. So it's not like I'm pre-posting for the whole week or the whole month. I do it day by day just in case if anything needs to change or anything. I haven't had any issues. The only time I've had issues with third party is Hoopsuite. Sometimes there's glitches where like it hasn't happened in a while, but sometimes I've double posted and I've had to go back and delete one, or if somebody changes a password or anything like that, then I get disconnected and I have to basically reconnect and everything like that.
Okay.
Older. How do people get a hold of you?
Facebook.
So Candice Rodriguez. So maybe show her little link up there. So how about, do you have any availability in Boulder, Colorado, or Columbia, South Carolina?
If you send me a private DM on Facebook, I can check my list to make sure. I keep a list of everybody in the cities. And so send me a private message. It's actually Candice Marie Rodriguez. And if you go on there and do it, then I can check to see and give you pricing.
I can tell you this, it is way more affordable than I could do myself. Way more affordable.
Is your Facebook handle Houston Celebrity?
I do.
So if you want to find Candice on Facebook, go to facebook.com/Houston Celebrity. I love that.
Are you posting it? Oh yeah, you did. Good job, Tom.
I did.
Right, there's the link right there, you guys. Denise Marlowe, you can hit her up, give her a DM there.
I mean, this is stunning.
That's one of my postings I do. I actually run a networking group in Houston. It's called Tight Young Professionals, and that's what that second posting is. We have a Zoom bingo coming up.
So what is Zoom bingo? I've seen this a few different times, but I've never played it. What is it? I'm just curious. Do we have time? Yeah.
It's similar to just normal bingo, except we email out a bingo sheets. There'll be multiple sheets, and each one's kind of different. And so it's just bingo, except on Zoom. We've done trivia. Yeah, because I have a networking group, the Heights Young Professionals, and so when we stopped meeting in person, we had to kind of, the whole thing is mingling and stuff. So that was one thing we do is our Zoom. So it's just a game.
We don't play that in any of my networking groups. I'm like, I need to send that idea to my networking organizer. That sounds fun to me.
Yeah, we actually did it. We do it in person too. When we were seeing, it's called human bingo. So, find somebody who's really good at, similar to what you do here. You find topics and then you'll kind of mix and match the topics and stuff like that.
Okay. Do you have to make it up yourself, or can you go like online and find them? Can I?
I make it up myself, but I'm sure you can find stuff.
Huh. I should have known that, Candice. Should have been an easy answer.
We are approaching the top of the hour. Liz, I've been thinking for the last 50 some odd minutes. Do you need me to give a clue for on the spot Thursday?
If you actually have one, Tom, I am going to be so proud of you. I know you are the one that came up with the person that actually confirmed, and so I think you could talk about her for sure.
I don't know what you know in that regard. I'll let you.
But I know.
What this is my hint, Liz.
Okay.
That we will all be surprised to see who this week's guest is for On the Spot.
No, that is terrible. That's the worst.
Well, there you go. That's
come on.
I'm working with what I've got here, Liz. If you got,
did you even look at who the guest is? You love this person. Come on, Tom. I'm starting to think you don't even know who the guest is. That's what I'm thinking right now. I don't. What? Yeah. What you doing, Tom? He's gonna tell you guys.
What I'm doing. I'm sorry.
Hey, Tom. I just sent her to you. So you sent me her name also.
Oh.
I'm helping you. So I'm giving him a hint because I know. That's right. Denise says, Tom, give it another try. We are behind you, Tom, all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, Marlo.
Yes,
She's like, did you see what Marlo's guess is? That is such a good guess, Marlo.
that would be a surprise. Yeah.
Come on, Tom.
Not this week. No. That's not a bad idea for sometime down the road, though.
I would love to have her on. Okay. So how about you just do location, Tom? You're really good at location. You could at least do that.
Okay.
And we could say she's female.
She has a rocking business in the Sunshine State.
Okay. There you go. I'm proud of you, Tom. You pulled it out. Good job, Tom. All right, you guys.
There is a story behind why this was as hard as it seemed to be, I guess, but we don't need to get into those details.
Yeah. I mean, if you feel the need to, Tom, I'm sure that high C of you is just like screaming.
But no, Liz, we're good.
Yay!
If you have to subscribe to Cleaning Business Today, it's really easy. Just plug in your email, your first name, your last name, and you're there, and you'll get our newsletter updates. Had a lot of people excited.
There's your mom. You see that, Candice? There's your mom right there.
There's your mama, right there.
That cutie patootie.
Yeah, she is a cutie patootie. Friends of the family.
Just had a lot of positive feedback last week about Deal Day. We'll be doing one of those in a few weeks. Just give you updates on that if you subscribe. If you haven't got the link to our resources page, I will drop that in the chat. And I think that does it for today. Candice, thank you so very much. This was fun, and you know, you're a Houston celebrity.
I love that. That was so smart. That was so smart of you, Candice, to snag that. Yeah. So I mean, that actually right there is kind of
it's an affirmation of everything that we've been talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. Candice, let me know when you feel comfortable doing the networking too, because I love your networking tips. I mean, I really feel like people, and we need more of that. You know, really, people need to be doing more networking right now, especially. So when you get your COVID networking jam on, let us know.
Yes, definitely I will. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys,
All right,
take care, and we'll be back here tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern with Sandy Bolo.
Yep.
And what are we talking about tomorrow?
I can't remember the name of the title. You wrote it, Tom, but it is basically let's talk to a business owner that has a small business and that enjoys. Yes, building a lifestyle cleaning business. Good job, Tom.
So we'll see you tomorrow at 5. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.